What's up, Tarnish? I just stumbled upon some troubling footage of you. Here, let's take a look. Oh, it appears you're fighting Malenia, bladeofmiquella, and failing miserably. I know that hurt. Let's see what else we have. Uh-oh, you got caught. Let's see if I can help you out. Well, Tarnished, looks like you're having a hard time trying to beat Malenia. It's okay. It took me a while to beat her too, and it took a whole lot of other people a long time to beat her too, unless you're letting me solo her. But that's a different story. So, if you don't mind, let me show you some tips and tricks that I use to beat her. Hopefully, I can turn your failure into success on how to beat this dastardly woman. So, first off, let's start with some of the items that I used. I used two different weapons for this fight, the Star Scourge Greatsword for the second phase, and then the Keen Nagakiba plus 25 for the first phase. The trinkets I used were a bit unconventional in my opinion. The first was the Erdtree's Favor plus 1, which raises my max HP, stamina, and equipment load, which is important. Radagon's Sword Seal, which greatly raises my attributes at the cost of more damage. The Crimson Amber Medallion plus 2, which increases my HP a lot. And then the last thing I used was the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which has physical damage negation, which you really need for this fight. I also used the Mimic Tear Ashes plus 10. I'll get onto that later, and I also used the Fire Grease to put on the Nagakiba to help in the first phase. Alright, Tarnish, hopefully the weapons and the trinkets that I showed you will help you get that edge that you need to defeat Malenia. If not, let's talk about some of her combat. Malenia's combat moves are pretty much the same through Phase 1 and Phase 2, except the level of aggressiveness that she has in Phase 2. I like to categorize her combat moves in categories, the first category being on the ground and the second category being in the air. For her ground moves, it's going to be the basic slash, wide slash, and then a flurry of slashes that's really hard to dodge. For the aerial moves, this is where most of her powerful moves come from. You have the Waterfowl Dance, the Scarlet Aeonia, her Doppelganger she sends out, and her Sword Slam, most of which are in the second phase. So with that, let's get into some content on how to dodge these attacks and what they look like. Up first, we're going to talk about her ground attacks. The first attack right here is going to be her lunge. This one is going to be very powerful, especially at the start of the fight when you don't really know what's coming. What you're also seeing is just her basic slash and wide slash that she'll do every now and again. Her wide slash has the potential of hitting you while you are behind her, so please be wary of that. The next move that's going to come up is her flurry of strikes. This is really hard to get out of once you are stuck into it, but the best way to dodge most of her ground attacks are going to be dodging to the left or to the right. The next move on the list is the Waterfowl Dance. Once she jumps up like that, stay locked onto her and start running the opposite direction. After her first two iterations of the dance, you're going to want to turn around and roll into the third iteration of it, and it's going to cause you to dodge that last one, therefore taking no damage. The next move on the list is the Scarlet Aeonia. It will occur at the start of the second phase and throughout the second phase as well. Once she jumps up into the air, you're going to want to dodge when you see her moving towards the ground, and then about 1 to 2 seconds after she lands, dodge again so that you won't be hit by the burst for the second phase. This is also a great time for you to heal up, restore some FP, and regain some stamina. Since she is applying Scarlet Rot in the area around her, there's no point to go in and fight her, so just go ahead and heal up and get ready to fight. Her next move is the Sword Slam. She will jump up, slam her sword down into the ground, and release some Scarlet Rot in the area right in front of her. And with her last combat move is the Phantom Spirits or her Doppelgangers. She will jump up and send out spirits or doppelgangers to run at you and hit you, and then lunge towards you and hit you at the end. For this moveset, the best thing that I did was to make sure my Mimic was alive, because he decided to tank a lot of it. And if he wasn't alive, I just tried to dodge as best as I could, and the lunge is really easy to dodge. It's almost like the Scarlet Aeonia. So since we've gone through the weapons, trinkets, and her combat moves, I'm going to give you a little treat and show you the time that I beat her and see my reaction.
Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord. Dear Miquella.
Oh, dear Miquella, indeed.
Miquella, my brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I appreciate you staying till the end of the video, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you thought of the video, and let me know what you want next, and I'll be happy to get it out for you. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. See you later.